Hey guys, what's up? hopelessdragon here. Today I'm going to be having a opening on the Machine Reactor structure deck and the Dinomasher Fury structure deck. Also going to be doing a just deck profile on both these guys straight out of the box. So if you were to buy three and want to throw something together just like right away to just play with like at that time or whatever. I'll just give you an easy build that I feel works decently well just with what you have. But yeah, just went out, got all these at Target, so go ahead and crack it and show you guys what comes in here. So, I think most people probably have seen them somewhere, but that's why I threw in a little something extra with just throwing together a little deck straight out of the box. But there's the back if you want to see that for the Dinomasher's Fury. Both these decks are really nice, really like pretty much everything with them. You get your nice little beginner's guide, same deal for both of them. Just got a different picture on the front pretty much. Then you got this deck here, just shows you some of the little combos, some different stuff to buy, all that good stuff. On the back, just got a picture of the cover card. So not too bad. Pretty much the same deal for the machine one. Just got Reactor Dragon on it. But onto the deck. Glad we finally got these. I've been waiting for them for a while, especially the Ancient Gear one. That's one I'm mainly excited for. You know, I like both of these decks a lot, just because it's cool to see dinosaurs being able to do something again. Well, it was Dino Rabbits, it wasn't even really actually dinosaurs, but here's our first card, Petite Tetradon, one of the new guys. Looks pretty good, let's special summon level 4 higher dinos. We got Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, he's your big beat stick that can also burn. Does a lot of cool stuff. You can also book moon stuff, like he just does a lot of amazing things. Then we have our Sullying Oviraptor, that can be a Foolish or a Rhoda for your dinos. Pretty good stuff. Your Lost World, really cool art on that. Looks really nice. But makes all monsters that aren't dinosaurs lose 5 attack and defense. So if you are using the extra deck, kind of sucks just because it's not really too many Dino Exceeds. I know there's like one rank 3 guy. I'm not sure if there's any more of that because all the Evils are all dragons. But this also can make it so when your opponent controls a token, they can't target they can't target monsters on the field with card effects except for other tokens. And once turn, if a normal monster on the field would be destroyed by a valid card effect, you destroy that many dinosaur monsters in your hand or deck instead. So you can protect normals, and if your opponent has a token, you can screw some stuff up. Then we got Survival's In. Lets you destroy as many normal monsters on the field as possible, and if you do, you get special level 4 low dinosaur monster from your deck. Up to however many you destroy, but then you destroy during the end phase. And also you can banish it from your graveyard, then target one of your monsters and another monster your opponent controls and destroy them. You can do it both during the same turn, so it's not too bad to like special summon out some with Dino Rabbit. And since you don't have Exceeds in here, you can just activate this card, then get out your Petite Tetradon or your baby Triceratops guy, the little guy, which we'll get to later. Then pop one of them, get another effect, and then let the other die in end phase and get the other effect. So it's a pretty good card. I like it in here. Then we got Megalomasher X, the Cobosaurus replacement. Pretty awesome looking guy. There's a little text if anyone wants to read that. Sabersaurus, another one from the Sabersaurus. Superconductor Tyranno from the old Dino deck. Ultimate Tyranno. These guys are pretty much obsolete now because this guy, he's like kind of fusion of the two, just a whole lot better. Super Range Dino Beast, this guy ain't too bad. Whatever one of your dinos are special summoned from the graveyard, you get 2 draw a card. So I do run one in there just for that. Tyranno Fendi, real good reprint, can get him pretty beefy with Miscellaneous Source. Base Source, there's another one of your main combo pieces. Yeah, Miscellaneous Source, you can discard him, so he's pretty much like Forbidden Lands, makes your monsters unaffected. Then you can banish him and other dinos from the graveyard to special summon a dragon equal to the level that you banished, including him. That's one of them. So, really good card. Really works well in there. I got Salamandra, Stegocypher, some other random stuff. Rescue Rabbit, always a good one. Fossil Bit Dig, get your Rhoda for level 6 lower dinos. Twin Twister, another really good reprint in here. Swords Concealing, not bad. Pin Precision, that's good. Unexpected Die. Survival of the Fittest, it's not too bad. I run one there just for a few. go swing with this guy against a lot of stuff. You can give him 1,000 attack boost, and then also if he destroys parts of my battle and sends to the graveyard, I can make a second attack. Although this guy can already make more attacks, but you can just make him beefier if need be if you're swinging over multiple things, or you can use it for something else. Just decent for the structure deck, I guess. Geometrio if you want to try to do more damage. Nightmare Archfiend if you want to swing with this guy over multiple things. Quicking, really good reprint. And then we have our token card. So I'll throw out the few things that I would run still more of in the deck. I think I got 3 of each of those, yeah. I think that was all I still needed for this version of the deck. Just because, like I said, I already opened up some of these, but so yeah. Now I'll go for a little deck. So if you guys want to throw it together and just play out of the box, if you just buy 3 of these. So you got your big boss monster, only doing 2. I feel 2's pretty good number for him. I don't really feel he's needed a 3. You can if you want though. Pretty much you can banish 2 dragon type monsters from a graveyard to special summon this guy. And also you can destroy a monster on your hand or field, and if you do, you can change all monster your opponent controls face down defense. Then he can attack all monster your opponent controls once each, and if he attacks a monster, you can inflict 1,000 to your opponent, and then you get to send that monster to the graveyard. So you can kind of get around destroy by battle and stuff like that because it just sends. And 3 Dinomasher X, just a really good card, and if you have Exceeds, it can be even better. 3 Sabersaurus, again just another beater, and with Exceeds, even better. 3 Miscellaneous Source, I think I already went over most of them. 3 Oviraptors, 2 Petite Tetradon, and 2 Babysaurus. Only do 2 and 2 in here. You can do more if you want, but that's just what I feel like running with. 2 Infinities, 1 Super Range Dino Beast, 1 Rescue Rabbit, 3 Fossil Digs, search out any of the dinos you might want that are 6 or lower. Then 2 Lost World and 2 Terraformings just to get to it quicker. 2 Twin Twisters, back row hates, 2 Unexpected Dies, especially on your normals. Sword and Concealing, 2 Book Stuff, 2 Survival In, Triple Quicking, just because why not. 1 Survival Vitus, and 1 Geometrio. I think that's 40. If not, you guys can correct me on it, and you can throw in another baby or whatever else you maybe would like to. But then we'll get on to the Machine Reactor. This video might be a little longer. If you guys want to skip through, if you're more interested in one or the other, feel free to. Pretty much same deal in this one. You get your little guide, you get your little rule book. Just got a different picture on it. Same info inside. Then you got field. That comes in the back with a few little combos and stuff to tell you what you can do, other cards that you might want to try out or buy at some point. And then on the other side, it's the same deal, just your Reactor Dragon. So we will move that out of the way and get on to the structure deck. Again, super excited for this one, even though it's kind of the worst out of the 2. I really like it. I think it's pretty good. Well, I think some of the cards are pretty good. So start things off, we got our Ancient Gear Gadget. If this guy's normal or special, you can declare a type, monster, spell, or trap, and then pretty much your opponent can activate that monster, well, spell or trap effect for the rest of the turn. And also you can become any of the other gadgets. Then we have Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, pretty much your replacement for your Gadgetron Dragon. He's pretty awesome. If he's tributed summoned by tributing Ancient Gear monsters, he can pierce. Or if he's tributed by tributing a gadget, he can attack twice. But also, he just normally makes it so, like most Ancient Gears share the effect that if they attack, you can activate spell or traps. But he also makes so your opponent can activate monster effects till the end of the damage step, which is really good. And if he attacks, you get destroy spell or trap on the field. So it's just like tons of good stuff all in one. Then 1 Ancient Gear Hydra. If he's tributed by triggering an Ancient Gear monster, he can banish the opponent's monster. If he's tributed by triggering a gadget, he can attack all your opponent's monsters they control. Then he makes it so all your Ancient Gear monsters pretty much gain the same effect that you're unaffected by your opponent's spell and traps, and if they attack an opponent's monster, they can't activate effects till the end of the damage step. So it kind of gives them all Reactor's big thing, although lots of the Ancient Gears already have the spell and trap most of them don't have the monster part. Then we have one Wyvern. It's pretty much your Rhoda for the deck. It lets you add Ancient Gear card from your deck to your hand when it's normal or special. Then also you can't set cards for the rest of that turn if you do use that, which isn't that big of a deal, but once turn, if he attacks, your opponent can activate monster effects until the end of the damage step, so not too bad. A lot of decent little things in these guys. Then we have one Catapult, which is another good card for the set. If you don't control anything, you target a face-up card, you control destroy it, so you're pretty much going to target your Gear Town. Then you get a special summon Ancient Gear monster from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So if you do have fusions, you can run your Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, or Ancient Gear Golem to go into Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, or Chaos Giant, or whatever you may want. But it's a pretty good card. Then also you can banish from your graveyard, target a face-up monster you control, and destroy it. And then if you do, you get a special summon a Ancient Gear token. So yeah, it's got that if you need to. Then you get your Gadgeon Dragon again, Ancient Gear Golem, Chimera, Beast, Engineer, Knights, Soldier, some boxes, there's some other random stuff in here. Hardened Arm, which is a good reprint. This is actually a pretty good card. Nowadays it's not as good as it was back in the day, but when it first came out it was a pretty good card, which was a secret when it came out first. Maxi, not as relevant now that's at 1. Ancient Gear Fortress, that's a really good card. It makes it so during the turn that one of your Ancient Gears to be normal or special, your opponent can't target that Ancient Gear monster with their card effects. Also, it can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Also, your opponent can't activate cards and effects in response to that monster, the Ancient Gear monster's effect. And then if it's destroyed in your spell and trap zone, you get special an Ancient Gear monster from your hand or graveyard. Also, you can't special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for Ancient Gear monsters. So a lot of stuff, but a really good card. Then we got Castle, it just gives boosts and stuff. It's got some more older cards from before. Pseudospace, that was a good reprint. Machine Dupe's always nice. For a Reckless Summon, same deal. Galaxy Cyclone's common, that ain't bad. Terraforming, Searching. The traps are kind of random in this, although the Fiendish and Call aren't bad. And then we got our Ancient Gear token. I'll throw out these things I would still use out of here. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it should all be close to 40, or if not 40. Like I said, you can change anything up to your personal preference. I'm pretty sure I got it at 40 or right about there, although might have miscounted as I was throwing it together. But if it's card off, you can always add in whatever you might like from here. Yeah, there we go. Should be at 40 now. Okay. And then if you're wanting to do just pick up 3 of these and go straight out of the box, mess around with it right away, this is what I go with for the machine reactors. So I'm doing 3 Ancient Gear Reactor Dragons. I know it might seem like a bit overkill just because I'm only running 2 of this boss monster, but I feel this guy is extremely easy to special summon out here, and his effects are just amazing, so I feel 3 is really good. Then 3 of the Ancient Gear Knights, he's just pretty much in here as a beater and another Ancient Gear monster, and you can give him effects, like he's a Gemini so he's normal, but you can normal summon him to make him have the same effect that he's unaffected by spell traps when he attacks. But if you have Hydra out or something else, it makes it so it already gets that effect. And 3 Wyverns, again your Rhoda. 2 gadgets, just in case if you do want to use the gadget effect on something. 2 card troopers, since you don't have options in here, and it can give you a little bit of draw power and stuff. 1 Hydra, just again kind of filler, something in there. Beast, same deal. And Engineer, 1 Gigantes. Pretty easy to special summon in here, and if he's destroyed by battle, he's Heavy Storm, so which ain't bad in this deck. 1 Max C, because that's all you can run now. 3 Gear Towns, because it's an amazing card. Lets you special summon your stuff and give you your Ancient Gears with 1 less tribute. Triple Terraforming to get to it as soon as possible. Triple Catapult, so you can hopefully get it off with your Gear Town to get 2 special summonings. Triple Fortress for protection, works really well. 2 Galaxy Cyclone for a little more spell and trap hate. 1 limit removal for the big damage. Triple Fiendish, just because some negation in here to try to help you out. Triple Call the Haunted, bring stuff back, and this 1 huge revolution is over just for filler, pretty much. But yeah, there was my opening and little deck profile on the 2. So if you guys just want to pick them up and try messing around with them right away, I would recommend trying to get a few other stuff, at least an extra deck. Like I said, I like the fusions a lot in here, and I like the Evil stuff, but I'll also mess around with lawn mowing builds and all kinds of other builds. So I will have different deck profiles of both these up. Definitely Ancient Gears. The Dino's still messing around, but yeah. The stuff will be up for too long, so as always, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all later.